Happy weekend, everyone. I'm 2 News Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony, and we are going to have some fun on this video blog by comparing some computer models. Snow on Sunday is in the forecast, so how much? Well, the computer models all week have been so different. I mean, they've just been in disagreement, but finally they're coming to a consensus, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. But first, let's talk about this storm. This storm really isn't a well-defined upper-level low-pressure area, so what I'm doing is looking at some motion in the atmosphere. It's called positive vorticity advection at about 18,000 feet off the surface of the Earth. And that low that you see there spinning north of Albuquerque, that's essentially our storm. But notice that it's kind of stretched out all the way up into western Missouri and comes back here. So it's not a well-defined storm, but it is a storm nonetheless, and it is creating some rising motion in the atmosphere. And with moisture around, snow breaks out Sunday afternoon. So how much snow are we talking about? Okay, first off, I'm going to look at the rapid precision model here. This is the RPM. And you'll see that as a rapid precision mesoscale model. Okay, let me get that right. You'll notice here it has Tulsa at 2.2 inches of snowfall, Bartlesville at around 4 inches of snowfall, Muskogee about 1 inch. Okay, so that is the rapid precision mesoscale model, or the RPM. Now we're going to look at the global forecasting system model, or the GFS, and we'll look to see how much snow that point prints out for us. And as we head into the 1.8 inches of snow in Tulsa, considerably less than Bartlesville, about the same amount down at Muskogee, around 1 inch. Now we're going to look at the North American model, otherwise referred to as the NAM or the NOM, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Notice it also has most of the snow arriving in the afternoon, but look what it does with this band of snow at Ponca City toward Enid and back to Alva. 4.5 to 5 inches of snowfall. Tulsa 1.6, and Muskogee considerably less here at 0.3. Now, my experience is I found sometimes the NAM to be a little generous with some of the heavier snowfall amounts, and so it tends to be a little bit less than that. So I would think that Ponca City is a little bit overdone just because of the model bias that the NAM has. Then we're going to look at the European model. And sometimes this is a good model to look at, and it has Tulsa at 2 inches of snowfall, Bartlesville at 2.5, and look at that, Muskogee, Okemah, Eufaula, about 1/2 inch of snowfall. So let's do the whole comparison here. We have the Rapid Precision Mesoscale Model 2.2, the GFS at 1.8, the NAM at 1.6, and the Euro at 2.0. Now, if we add that all up and do a little math on that, it comes out roughly to about 1.9 inches on average of snowfall for that event. So 1.9 inches. Love my 9 there. It's kind of rough. 1.9. Wow. So maybe that's what we'll see in Tulsa. It looks like Muskogee around 1 inch, and maybe a little bit more up closer to the Kansas border. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to check back here to KJRH.com for more weather updates as the snow flies in Oklahoma on Sunday.